Hi students, this is Mrs. Burke. Today we are going to talk about sedimentary rocks. And I know we talked about them before, but we are going to break it down. Sedimentary rocks. That was a rock pun. Sedimentary rocks, as you know, are made up of little sediments, sometimes big sediments, sometimes small. And they cover about 75% of the Earth's surface. They are made in a four-step process: erosion, taking material from one place to the other; deposition, dropping it down; compaction, smushing all those layers; and then the last final, gluing all those layers together, those little pieces, that's cementation. And we have some spectacular sedimentary rock formations here in the United States. This is a beautiful picture. The Colorado River. I'm going through some sedimentary rocks. So we're going to break down sedimentary rocks into three different types. The first type is called clastic. Clastic means rock. So this is a rock of a rock. Well, it really means that you can actually see the small pieces of the rock. Good example would be this conglomerate here. These are fun rocks to find. It looks like somebody put cement between them. Easy to identify. Shale comes in these nice layers, and if you looked closely at a piece of shale, you would actually see very, very fine grains. And the last one here of an example would be sandstone. Pretty obvious, it's made out of sand. So those we can actually see the rocks put together. Pretty fragile, all three of these types of rocks. The next type would be organic, and just like it sounds, it is made out of living material. And that seems a little bit odd, but let's take a look at the first example, this middle one here. This is called coquina. It is a beautiful rock, but if you look really closely, you can kind of see there's seashells in it, little bits of evidence of living things. So coquina was made, obviously, it's telling you the story, it was made at the bottom of the ocean. Anything that was up above fell down, compacted together, solidified. You've got an organic sedimentary rock. The same thing with chalk. Now, you guys have little pieces of chalk. Same stuff. This chalk is made out of microscopic living things. So all that plankton that's in the ocean water comes down, layers on, and you end up getting cliffs like this, thick, of this rock chalk. It's mostly made out of calcium carbonate. So again, these rocks are telling us a story. Well, this was once in the bottom of the ocean. Later on in the year, we're going to figure out, well, wait a minute, there's the ocean. How did it get up here? We'll figure that one out later. Coal, if you remember from my previous video, my first nature video about ferns, coal is a rock that was formed millions of years ago, and it was formed by plant material falling into swamps, layer upon layer, year after year. Compression, cementation. This is a very strong carbon-based rock. All three of these were made out of living organisms. The last type is chemical sedimentary rock. We've gone over this a little bit before. These are rocks that come from a water solution. So you have the material inside the solution. As the solution, the water evaporates, you're going to get a rock like rock salt, or you can get limestone or gypsum. You can also get limestone where there's so much calcium carbonate in the water can't hold it anymore, so it comes out, or what we would say is precipitates out of the water. So all three of these are formed by chemical actions, getting the material out of a water solution. So let's check our understanding. So I've got two rock examples right up here. This one over there, I should say this one here, this is coal, and this one right here is shale. So they look really similar, but they both have different histories. One came from organic material, and that would be coal, our organic sedimentary. And shale came from very, very small pieces of sediment, mostly muds that got smushed together. Let's try another one. So we've got two rocks. They look really kind of similar. They're both big and clumpy and chunky. This is, sorry to say, my favorite, the conglomerate. and this one is the coquina. They're telling us how they were formed. This one here, the coquina, it's organic, meaning it has the evidence of living things in it, and the conglomerate would be clastic. Okay, one more try for us. These two rocks, one is clear and the other one, I was going to say chalky because it's chalk. That's halite, otherwise known as rock salt. This is the one rock that if we were in class, Mr. Shaha and I would say, nobody lick this rock, because kids want to lick it because it tastes salty. And yes, there is always that one kid who licks the rock. And there's chalk. So we've got choices. Are they clastic? Parts of other rocks are combined in there. Are they chemical? Or are they organic? So if you remember what I said before, our chalk is organic. It has all the little body parts of microscopic little plants and animals, and halite is a chemical coming out of solution or the evaporation. So 3 different types of rock, of sedimentary rock: chemical, organic, and the last one is clastic. All right, well, there you go. That's the 3 different types of rocks, and thanks for watching.